Fair use notice. Content on this channel may include copyrighted material used for commentary, criticism, news reporting, education, and discussion. This use is permitted under Section 107 of the United States Copyright Act, which allows limited use of copyrighted material for transformative purposes. Bible Vibes with Jocelyn does not claim ownership of any third-party content shown in reaction to commentary videos. Everything on this channel is alleged and my own opinion. All rights remain with the respective owner. Our purpose is to add new value through analysis, opinions, reaction, and educational conversation in full alignment with the YouTube fair use guidelines.
He walked in and seen him, but then he walked in and seen him, but then he walked out. And he told my son if he said anything that he was gonna hurt him.
It's kind of hard for me to say. Alex's pants is down. Something is going on. I ran downstairs immediately. I opened the door.
On January 1st, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a delayed report.
Kept saying, Grandma, he made me, he was crying, he was almost screaming, crying, Grandma, he made me do it, and I'm like, hold up, you stop talking. Alex, tell me what happened. I don't know, Grandma, I don't know, it just feels good, I don't know. I said, well,
he walked in and seen him, but then he walked out. And he told my son if he said anything that he was gonna hurt him.
it's kind of hard for me to say. Alex's pants is down, something is going on. I ran downstairs immediately. I opened the door.
On January 1st, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a delayed report involving a juvenile with developmental disabilities and allegations of serious harm. Information obtained upon arrival indicated the incident involved multiple family members and had occurred inside the home the previous evening. Due to the severity of the allegations, the response immediately shifted toward a coordinated child protection investigation. I'm Jack, and this is Unpopular.
Hello.
All right, how y'all doing today? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Good, how are you? Can you tell us what's going on?
So I was gone. My mom did like a New Year's thing at her house. I have a 14-year-old son. He's mentally disabled. So he's 14, but he's more like 4 or 5. My husband was here, but I wasn't, and I got stuck in traffic. So I didn't make it on time, and so I told him to take Alex to my mom, took him over there. And when he was there, my nephew came over, and my sister dropped my nephew off. He put my son downstairs. My niece's husband. He walked in and seen him, but then he walked out and went upstairs and got my mom.
You said your sister's husband?
My niece's husband.
Niece's husband? What's his name?
Jerome. And he went upstairs and got my mom. And then she came downstairs. She walked in on my nephew performing on my son. It's gonna come up because that same nephew, my little cousin, I think, like, husband. He walked in and seen him, But then he walked out and went upstairs and got my mom.
You said your sister's husband?
My niece's husband.
Niece's husband? What's his name?
Jerome. And he went upstairs and got my mom. And then she came downstairs. She walked in on my nephew performing on my son. It's gonna come up because that same nephew, my little cousin, I think like maybe 2 months ago in the same house. And so, but I didn't find out until today. Everybody told me what happened today. I didn't know what had happened. So I ended up talking to her mom. She told me what happened. I just moved here. We were from Florida. I just moved back to Georgia
And this happened yesterday?
yesterday. So I told my son, I didn't know what you guys were gonna do or whatever. So I told him that you guys may talk to him. I needed to file a police report. Well, he pulled his pants.
Your nephew?
Pulled my son's pants, and he made him bend over. He treated him, and he told my son if he said anything that he was gonna hurt him. That Alex doesn't understand how do I say? He can't explain. He gets confused. He doesn't, vocabulary is not a problem. Language is a problem. I don't know if that makes sense. So he can't describe what happened. He walked in and seen him, but then he walked out and he told my son if he said anything that he was gonna hurt him.
It's kind of hard for me to say. Alex's pants is down. Something is going on. I ran downstairs immediately. I opened the door.
On January 1st, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a delayed report involving a juvenile with developmental disabilities and allegations of serious harm. Information obtained upon arrival indicated the incident involved multiple family members and had occurred inside the home the previous evening. Due to the severity of the allegations, the response immediately shifted toward a coordinated child protection investigation. I'm Jack, and this is Unpopular.
Hello.
All right, how y'all doing today? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Good, how are you? Can you tell us what's going on?
So I was gone. My mom did like a New Year's thing at her house. I have a 14-year-old son. He's mentally disabled, so he's 14, but he's more like 4 or 5. My husband was here, but I wasn't, and I got stuck in traffic, so I didn't make it on time. And so I told him to take Alex to my mom, took him over there. And when he was there, my nephew came over. My sister dropped my nephew off. He put my son downstairs. My niece's husband, he walked in and seen him. But then he walked out and went upstairs and got my mom.
You said your sister's husband?
My niece's husband.
Niece's husband? What's his name?
Jerome. And he went upstairs and got my mom. And then she came downstairs. She walked in on my nephew performing on my son. It's gonna come up because that same nephew, my little cousin, I think like maybe 2 months ago in the same house. And so, but I didn't find out until today. Everybody told me what happened today. I didn't know what had happened. So I ended up talking to her mom. She told me what happened. I just moved here. We were from Florida. I just moved back to Georgia
And this happened yesterday?
yesterday. So I told my son, I didn't know what you guys were gonna do or whatever. So I told him that you guys may talk to him. I needed to file a police report. Well, he pulled his pants.
Your nephew?
Pulled my son's pants, and he made him bend over. He treated him, and he told my son if he said anything that he was gonna hurt him. That Alex doesn't understand how do I say? He can't explain. He gets confused. He doesn't, vocabulary is not a problem. Language is a problem. I don't know if that makes sense. So he can't describe what happens. Like it's just, he can just be very direct. So if you ask him indirectly, everything is concrete. I didn't even understand when he was telling me. I asked him, I said, why didn't you like scream or run or go get grandma, you know. And he said, because he told me he was going to do something to me, so I got scared. And he just stood there and he did what he told him. He said it hurt. And I ran out of time last night. I come back in. Nobody called the police. Nobody did it. So when my time came back this morning, I drove here, parked at Walmart. Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Jerome Hardiman, which is your niece's husband, is the one that saw it.
that was the initial person that saw it. And
Initial
then my
person.
mom, he went upstairs and got my mom.
And she also saw.
Yeah, and then she ended up like hitting my nephew off of my son.
And man, what's your son's diagnosis? Is he autistic?
He's autistic and SCD. I don't know if it matters, but so they're like really skeptical of demon kids mentally. But they just did his eval, so it's gonna change. His levels came back below 52, which is mental. And so his diagnosis hasn't changed. So as of right now, if you look at it's autism and STD on his IEP.
Do you know if there is any mental diagnosis for the 12-year-old?
It's not.
Did the uncle mention the 12-year-old even notice when he came in, or he didn't notice when he came in?
I don't think he's seen him because he would have stopped, I would assume. So I'm thinking the way my mom's house is set up, it's kind of like how this one is. When you come in, you walk up in or you go down. And so downstairs is like where it's like a big old open room. So I think when he came downstairs, he saw it and then turned around and went back upstairs. And when he got my mom, and my mom came downstairs.
And did he say exactly what he saw at that time? Was it still the girl?
I don't know if it was the oral or the because Alex didn't see him. And Alex told me that he made him walk towards the bathroom. So when you go downstairs in the house, if you go downstairs, it's a room here. This room that's in front, like the big room, is a bathroom right there. So Alex said they were playing that game in front of the TV, and he made him get up and walk towards the bathroom. And he pulled his pants down and he made him bend over. So I'm thinking when he came down, that's why he didn't see him, because it was that part, not the part.
Your husband, he was here, but the son wasn't here last night. Did they notify
my
you?
husband? Yeah, he was here.
Did they notify him last night?
No, my sister, my nephew's mother, when she called me, they don't call me it's something bad because I'm driving. And so when she called me, it was late, and I was like, what's wrong? But I thought they would just say Happy New Year. And she was just like, are you driving? And I was like, no. What's wrong? I could tell something was wrong. But she tried to downplay it. And she was like, they were, and I said, Alex doesn't understand how to initiate something. Like, he doesn't understand.
Have you checked his clothing for anything that would...
I didn't let him shower. I told him not to shower. I didn't know what to do, honestly. I was stuck. I couldn't start my truck because I was on a 10-hour, so I couldn't move. So as soon as I was able to drive, I came here, but I told Alex, don't shower.
And did he spend the remainder of the night over there? Did he just
No.
come home today?
I sent my husband to go pick him up, and he picked him up and he brought him home last night. So when he gets upset, he flaps. Like, you know, he gets like really, when he was over there, I knew something was wrong. He couldn't explain it because he kept getting really, really, really frustrated. I told Solomon, I said, go get him, bring him home. He brought him home, and so I told him to sit down, and I said, Alex, you're not in trouble. He didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't want him to feel like he did something wrong. You have to be like really step by step. He can't even follow like a two-step direction. So you have to be like really, you know. And then he started telling me what happened, but I realized how bad it was. He didn't realize. So I was just trying to keep a straight face, let him finish telling me. And then when my time came back, I came home.
We'll notify our investigative department. We'll also be notifying defects. and juvenile court because we have to report, not just for the incident report, but as mandated reporters to those departments as well. And we'll provide you with a case number. We'll try and see if we can get more information. I don't know how comfortable you are with speaking with your sister again, but if we could possibly get her date of birth and the son's date of birth. They'll probably want to have him evaluated.
Like at the hospital, you mean? Okay. I didn't know if I was supposed to take him to the hospital first. I wanted to because he told me he was in, so I was just like, okay. So I didn't. I just called y'all first. So I didn't know what to do first. But
We're not going to speak with him about it. We'll just take your report.
Okay.
And then our investigator, they'll more than likely also try and schedule a forensic interview, which is somebody specializing in speaking with children
Okay.
in certain situations like this. So we won't speak with him about that today.
Does that happen soon?
Again, I don't know. It depends on how soon they can get it scheduled.
Okay.
It's not something that, we have a set date or opening.
Do you know how long it takes for your investigator to get it? The reason I can't sit on this, so I have to take, but I'm not going to get it.
By this point, officers had gathered enough preliminary information to determine the situation involved allegations of mistreatment against a minor with developmental disabilities. Officers were also made aware that approximately 2 months prior to this incident, the same juvenile had been accused of engaging in inappropriate conduct involving a younger family member. Due to the nature of the claims, officers notified investigators, Child Protective Services, and juvenile court to ensure the appropriate agencies were involved. Given the seriousness of the allegations and the presence of multiple witnesses inside the home, officers transitioned the response from an initial call to a formal investigation. Interviews were separated and arrangements were made to speak directly with the accused juvenile in a controlled setting.
Y'all need to use the restroom or anything like that before we get started? Okay. I'm Investigator Hicks. I'm the one that's assigned this case today, so I appreciate y'all coming in. Just so you know what this is, it's a camera. It does audio video record, and I'm working a case in reference to your son, Dominique, and based on an incident that occurred on December 31st of 2022, okay? If you need to take a break, let me know, and I'll make sure we accommodate you with a restroom or something like that, okay?
Don, make sure that if you are going to answer anything this gentleman asks you, make sure you say it out loud, okay? So head shakes and everything else probably won't be good enough, so just make sure you say yes or no, okay?
Today is January 11th. Can you tell me about what you did that day? Are you trying to remember, or?
Can you specify for him? And it's kind of a broad question, just like...
We typically break it down on a day-to-day basis as to what you did, starting from the beginning, like what you did when you woke up that day, if you can recall doing that.
I remember was going to my grandma's house.
You did? Where is your grandmother's house?
Don't know the address.
You don't know the address? Do you know what it's close to?
I know I can get there.
You know how to get there? And what's your address?
I don't.
You don't know? Okay. Mom, let me start with you. What is your address? How long have y'all lived there?
I've been there since May or June.
Mom, do you remember what time you got
It
there?
was closer to night.
Was it dark outside yet?
It was about like, it was after 6.
After 6. How'd you get there, Dominique?
I went with my mom.
You went with your mom? You went with your mom over to Miss Paula's house? You got dropped off by your mom?
She was there too.
You stayed and then you left? Is that correct?
I was actually there. I went to the store with my daughter when that happened, but I was there pretty much the whole time. I didn't, if that makes sense. It wasn't drop him off and then leave and then come back later. I was there for some time. She had cooked. So, yeah.
Do you remember who was there? You don't remember? What about you, Mom? Do you remember?
Yes, it was my mother, my daughter, and her husband. I think you spoke to him, Jerome. It was Lemoyne Covan.
Who's that?
It's Alex's older brother.
Okay. You didn't see Alex there?
Oh, I thought I said Alex.
No, I thought you said Alex's brother, Lemoyne Covan.
Oh, yeah, Alex.
Okay.
Because he bought Alex.
Okay. Lemoyne did?
Yes.
Okay. But what'd you do that night, Dominique? Did you play games or anything like that?
I was downstairs playing the game.
Okay.
Yes,
PS5? Or was there anybody else down there with you? Alex. And what else? Just Grand Theft Auto? Okay. What made y'all go downstairs to play PS5?
because the TV was just down
The TV was down? Down there? Did you do anything else while y'all were down there? Are you trying to remember or you just don't want to say?
It's kind of hard for me to say.
It's hard for you to say? Well, I can assure you we're all grown in here. If you're hesitant to say because you don't want to say because it's embarrassing or something like that, well, I can assure you there ain't nothing I ain't heard. All I need is clear, accurate description of what happened that night. I'm not going to judge you for it. Your mom's not here to judge you for it. Your lawyer's here, he's not here to judge you for it. We're here to just try to get this squared away and move on.
Start from the beginning. Just tell us what happened.
I have to go in complete details.
Yes.
Who else was down in the basement with you, if anybody?
Nobody.
You said a minute ago that somebody else was down there playing video games with you. Who was that?
Alex?
Okay. Did Alex leave?
No.
So Alex was in the basement with you. All right. So if Alex is in the basement, you guys are playing video games. Take us forward from there. You're playing video games, and then what happens?
Have courage and speak.
I did something bad.
What did you do?
I talked him to do something bad, and he ended up getting back on from there.
Okay. Now, when you say something bad, what are you referring to? Something? Did clothes come off? Okay. Whose clothes came off? Which part came off? So his pants came off, and then what happened?
What grown-ups do?
You're gonna have
Like
to.
kids.
You're gonna have to tell me, man. I can't just assume what you're talking about.
Let's take a break for just 2 minutes here. Can you stop this?
Yeah.
He took his underwear off, and we did whatever
Okay. Alex took his own underwear off, and then what happened?
we did.
Tell us what Alex did.
You know how I told you he talked him in? I talked him into it.
Mm-hmm.
He agreed. I talked him into it. He wanted to do it. So, like I said, he pulled his pants down. He pulled his drawers down.
That's good. Keep going. Tell us what else happened. Did Alex say anything at this point? No? Did you say anything to him? Okay, so where were you when this happened, and where was Alex when this happened?
We was in the like in my grandma's house. It's like this living room downstairs. We was in the living room by this couch and this table.
Was that where you guys had been when you were playing video games?
We was on the couch.
Okay, did you turn the video game off at this point? Okay, so the video game console is still on, is that right? Either of you stand up at this point when Alex is taking his clothes off?
Alex,
Okay. And so does that mean that you're standing or are you sitting?
I'm sitting
Where are you sitting?
couch
Where had Alex been sitting just before he stood up?
right beside.
Had either of you at that point touched one another in any way? Just like you slapped him on the knee or anything more than that? Or did you kiss at all? Did that happen before Alex stood up or did it happen after he stood up?
After
Were you guys sitting far apart from one another? Maybe it's better if I ask you, how many cushions are on that couch?
3.
Where were you sitting? On the far left one, the middle one, or the far right one?
The far right.
If you're on the far right one, that means there's 2 other cushions. Which one is Alex sitting on? Middle or far left?
Middle.
You're sitting there playing video games, and maybe something happens, and he smacks you on the back. Did that happen? No? Make sure you speak up, all right? You're sitting there playing video games, and you win. Do you like smack him on the leg and say, "Ha, I got you"? Okay. Are you guys talking to one another about anything at this point?
After we got done with the game, like, I talked him into it, and then he agreed.
What is it?
You said you talked him into it. The investigators asked you, what do you mean by it?
Something. Exactly. Say it, detail. What exactly?
You said, well, what does it involve as far as what y'all were going to do? Did you have to use your hand?
My hands.
What did your hands and your mouth do? Did they touch any part of Alex's body? Okay. What part of his body did they touch?
Where your pee from?
Where your pee comes out of? Okay. You know what the name of it is? What do you call it?
Dom, you're doing good. We're grateful that you're being honest with us. Did you make Alex stand up? When he stood up, he would have had his back to you at that point. He's not standing on the couch facing you, I presume.
He walked towards me and faced me.
Go from there. Tell us what happened next.
So like he took his pants off at like this point to his knee.
Okay. Does he take anything else off?
Did he pull them both down at the same time?
Yes.
The pants and the underwear? Okay. He's facing in front of you. Is this when the thing takes place? Okay. So what happens from there?
His thing went in my.
Okay. And by thing, do you mean the place where the pee comes out?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you a drawing, okay? This is just a sketch. It's not, of course, it's nothing what we typically use, but it's just a little outline of what a body looks like. Can you circle in the area of where the pee would come out on that? Okay. You don't have a name for that? Because what you've indicated is what some people might call a private area or something. Okay. You put that in your... Did anybody see this? Okay.
My grandma did, but that was when we got caught.
Your grandma saw? Okay. Did your grandma walk in while it was out in your mouth?
Yes.
Okay. Does grandma immediately pull y'all out of the room?
Somebody walked in before.
Before grandma?
It was Jerome.
Jerome. Did he see anything?
No, I rushed back to the game.
Okay.
Did you ever leave the couch after Alex stood up? He has his pants down. Did you ever leave the couch while this was happening?
No, I was still sitting on the couch. When Jerome came in, we act like we was playing the game, but he had saw something and he went to go to the grandma, and then we went back to doing something, to doing what I previously said.
Okay. After he left? Okay.
And then grandma came downstairs and called us.
All right. Did you do anything else while you were down there other than put your mouth on his private as far as...
My private part went in his, but not all the way.
Okay. Was this before or after Jerome walking in?
Before.
Okay.
That's when Jerome walked in. We was behind the door. When he came in, I rushed to the couch, act like I was playing a game, and Alex was still behind the door. He came in, asked for a pen, walked out, went to go to the grandma, and then grandma came downstairs and called him.
And then Jerome walked in while the was in Alex's. Jerome walks in. You kind of retreat back to the couch. And then after Jerome leaves is when the on the part of Alex happens, and then Grandma comes in. Okay. So what happens when Grandma comes in?
She tells us to go upstairs.
Okay, so y'all go upstairs. What happens at that point?
She texts my mom. My mom came, and then my mom called my auntie, which is Alex's mom.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being honest with me.
Is all that what you just told us, is that true? Have you done your best to be as honest as possible? I want you to keep doing that, okay? You're doing great.
Jerome came downstairs before Grandma.
Was that when you were on the couch, or is that when you were behind the door?
Behind the door. He saw my pants down to my boxers.
Okay.
He figured something was going on, so he went to go tell Grandma, and Grandma came downstairs and seen it.
Did he see your? Did he see Alex's?
No, because Alex was still behind the door, blowing his pants.
That's what I wanted to ask. At the time that Jerome comes down and you guys are behind the door, had Alex at this point already pulled his pants back up?
No, he pulled it up when Jerome walked in.
Okay. How did your pants come down?
I talked him into, like, the second thing, I talked him into that, and he agreed.
That's how that might have happened. What I'm asking is, how did your pants come down?
I pulled him down.
Okay. From that point, when your pants are down, is your underwear still on? Where's your underwear?
Still on my body.
Are they pulled all the way up? Where are they?
Like, right here.
Okay. When your pants are down and your underwear's down, tell me what is going on with Alex's pants and Alex's underwear.
To his knee.
Okay. There was a moment you told us about where you're on the couch, your was on his. Whose idea was it to go to the door?
Mine.
Why did you want to go to the door?
So we wouldn't get caught.
How is it that Alex ended up over the door with you?
Because he agreed.
He may have agreed to it, right? But how did he get over to the door?
Walk.
How did you get over the door?
I walked.
Who went over the door first?
Me.
How long did it take for Alex to come over there?
2 seconds.
You mentioned a little bit ago something about his. Where did that occur?
Behind the door.
Okay. Over the door with you.
Because he agreed.
He may have agreed to it, right? But how did he get over to the door?
Walk.
How did you get over the door?
I walked.
Who went over the door first?
Me.
How long did it take for Alex to come over there?
2 seconds.
You mentioned a little bit ago something about his. Where did that occur?
Behind the door.
Okay. Did you do anything or say anything to Alex to force him to do this?
No.
So you never him?
No.
You didn't tell him if he told the grandma you were going to do something to him?
No.
Did you say anything that could have maybe been perceived that way, you think? Or maybe would have made him think that you were going to hurt him if he said anything?
No.
Did you tell him not to say because you might get in trouble or something like that?
No.
Okay.
You've told us several times that you talked to Alex. Did Alex talk to you while any of this was happening? Did he say a single word at all?
Like, when I first talked to him into doing everything,
Okay.
he said okay.
What did that mean to you? When he said okay?
Like, he was agreeing to it.
Did at any point did it seem to you like he didn't want to do any of this? At any point did he say anything to you that maybe made you think he wanted to go away?
No.
Is this the first time this has happened? An incident like this involving you and Alex? Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty I do want to meet with your mother if she's here and she's willing to speak with me.
During the recorded interview, the juvenile suspect was questioned about his actions inside the home that evening. After initial hesitation, he admitted to engaging in inappropriate acts with the victim. His statements placed both juveniles together in the basement at the time of the incident and confirmed inappropriate contact occurred. Investigators documented the admission carefully, noting inconsistencies and clarifications while maintaining a non-confrontational approach due to the suspect's age. At this stage, officers focused on establishing a clear timeline and determining corroboration through witness accounts.
Who is Dominique to you?
He's my grandson.
We're here based on an incident that happened down in the bottom room of your house. So if you wouldn't mind, go over December 31st for me that day, starting with the time that Dominique arrived at your residence. Who was there at that time?
I was there. Jackie, Dominique, Alex, Jerome, Diamond.
What is Alex's last name? And who is he to you?
He's my grandson.
What about Alex? Did he get
You know, the craziest thing is the entire family was there. The entire family was there, and no one was keeping an eye on this developmentally delayed young boy. So that makes me wonder, how delayed is he where you guys was able to just go off and do your thing and no one said, let's check on Alex? It's really strange. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this case. And this is the grandmother. I think she should be held responsible. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when the young man did the first assault, she knew. Not only did she know, she did not tell the mother of Alex. So she was hiding this. And I think she should pay for it. I actually think that she should pay for this, and then that young man needs to go and get help, mental help. And now Alex is really jacked up at this point.
there before or after Dominique?
Alex got there after, I think.
Were they ever together without any kind of adult supervision or any other person in the room? As in, Dominique and Alex were by themselves together?
Not that I know of.
Where were they at in the house on that day?
They were not alone. I have a two-story. I think you came to my house in the top level. Okay, all of us up there. They were not alone because adult.
They had to be alone. Yo, what is wrong? Oh, so you guys all sat there and watched this happen? Why would you say they were not alone? Obviously, they were alone.
And all of us at the top of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Alex spoke to me about he got a game for Christmas. Alex always plays his game in my basement. And we talked. Everybody was upstairs, and we were talking and looking at the game. And, you know, at that point, he went downstairs to play his game. So, but until then, they were not alone. Everybody was upstairs.
So Alex got a new game. He wanted to play it. He always plays it in your basement, in the downstairs room. So at that point, he left and went downstairs to play his game. Did anybody go with him down there to play the game?
Not that I know of.
When did you discover that he wasn't by himself?
Jerome asked me for a charger because he was upstairs playing a game in another room. He needed a charger, and I said, I don't have a charger. Alex have all kind of chargers. Ask Alex. He went downstairs. He came back upstairs. They called me G-Ma. G-Ma, come here for a minute. Then I said, okay, now I got up and I went, and he told me, at this point, did you want me to tell him?
I can't interject as to what you can and can't. You're doing great. Don't worry about it. And you're answering it fine. And if he needs some clarity, he'll ask you for it.
Okay, Jerome came to me and said, I went downstairs, Alex's pants is down, something is going on. I ran downstairs.
He's asking you just like when you first realized that Alex was not alone. Is that when that happened?
That's when that happened.
Okay.
I did not know Dominique was downstairs. I ran downstairs immediately and opened the door because the door was cracked. It wasn't closed, it was cracked. I opened the door. And yeah.
Well, I know it isn't easy to say, and I know it's extremely awkward to even bring up, but for the record, can you describe what you saw when you opened the door?
When I opened the door, Alex was standing, pants down, below his knees, hands down to his thigh. Dominique was on his knees in front of Alex.
Mm-hmm. Did you see anything as far as the that's involved with Alex?
Dominique was just there. When I say he wasn't engaged, it was
Dominique was on his knees in front of Alex. What?
Great, don't worry about it. And you're answering it fine, and if he needs some clarity, he'll ask you for it.
Okay, Jerome came to me and said, I went downstairs, Alex's pants is down, something is going on. I ran
And he's
downstairs.
asking you just like when you first realized that Alex was not alone. Is that when that happened?
That's when that happened.
Okay.
I did not know Dominique was downstairs. I ran downstairs immediately and opened the door because the door was cracked. It wasn't closed, it was cracked. I opened the door. And yeah.
Well, I know it isn't easy to say, and I know it's extremely awkward to even bring up, but for the record, can you describe what you saw when you opened the door?
When I opened the door, Alex was standing, pants down, below his knees, hands down to his side. Dominique was on his knees in front of Alex.
Did you see anything as far as the that's involved with Alex?
Dominique was just there. When I say he wasn't engaged, it wasn't in his or anything. He was standing there. Alex just was out, of course, because his pants was down to his.
What about Dominique's? Was his out?
No.
Okay. And at that time, what happened?
I started yelling. I lost it. And I really can't remember everything I said because at this point, at this.
Right.
When I yelled at them, started yelling at them, Dominique started crying. Alex just stood there. And I said, what are you doing? When I came to myself, actually, I separated them. Dominique was, Grandma, he made me do it. Alex told me if I didn't do it, he sat on my stomach. At this point, everything is going through my mind. Nothing is making sense to me.
Doesn't make
so
sense.
I got them separated, got them back upstairs. And I started talking to them. What are you doing? What is going on here? They both started
So Dominic tried to blame Alex. Said if he doesn't do it, he's going to sit on his chest. This whole thing doesn't make sense to me. I'm so confused, y'all.
talking, but it didn't make sense. And so I addressed both of them. I asked Dominique, trying to play this in my mind, and I don't want to. Dominique kept saying, Grandma, he made me, he was crying. He was almost screaming, crying. Grandma, he made me do it. And I'm like, hold up. You stop talking. Alex, tell me what happened. I don't know, Grandma. I don't know. It just feels good. I don't know. I said, well, what are you doing? He said, you do it to Alex. To Dominique. I had to back away.
Wait.
You don't
Who is she
understand.
talking to now? Hold on,
I'm
y'all.
sitting there in my
Listen.
both of them. I asked Dominique, trying to play this in my mind, and I don't want to. Dominique kept saying, Grandma, he made me, he was crying. He was almost screaming, crying. Grandma, he made me do it. And I'm like, hold up. You stop talking. Alex, tell me what happened. I don't know, Grandma. I don't know. It just feels good. I don't know. I said, well, what are you doing? He said, ready to do it to to Dominique. I had to back away. You don't understand. I'm sitting there and my grandchildren telling me, I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. When you got them upstairs, did you call anybody's parents?
I called both of my daughters.
Okay.
I didn't call. I called Jackie. Jerome actually, because I want to be truthful about this. I didn't, Jerome called Jackie, which was right outside of whatever, I'm not sure. And Jackie called Nikaya, their sisters. Nikaya is my second daughter. Jackie is my third daughter.
And did you stand by until the parents got there with both
Of
of them to
course.
make sure they weren't separated again?
Of course.
Okay.
They were not out of my sight.
Going back one more time to when you walked in on them down in the basement, do you remember where they were standing exactly?
Yes.
In relation to the room, like were they near a couch or?
They were. When you walk into my basement, there's a couch here, a big comfort chair here, and a sofa table here. They were standing between the table and the sofa.
Okay. Did Jerome tell you where he saw them?
No.
Okay.
Did either of them say anything to you?
Dominique was crying and saying, Grandma, he made me do it. And Alex was saying, but wait a minute, Grandma. Alex said, I don't know. It just feels good. I remember that. And after that, I guess I just went into a world of trying to stay sane.
All right. Well, I appreciate the time.
She confirmed that after being alerted by another adult in the home, she went to the basement and personally observed inappropriate behavior between the two juveniles. Her statement aligned with earlier reports regarding location, timing, and circumstances, further reinforcing the investigative findings. With direct admissions and eyewitness confirmation, officers finalized documentation and prepared the case for referral to juvenile authorities and child welfare services for further legal action. On January 18th, 2023, Jacqueline Bagley and Dominique were booked into custody in Newton County, Georgia, and charged with aggravated.
Let's look at this. January the 18th, Jacqueline Bagley and Dominique were booked. Which one was Jacqueline Bagley? I'm lost. You know what? Let me get my glasses on. I'm gonna have to listen. Let me go in here. Let's figure this out, y'all. Let's figure this out, y'all. Stop calling me. It ain't the die. My mom. I'm on this. I'm doing this. We need to figure out who is she. I don't remember her name. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna figure it out, y'all. We're gonna figure it out before we get off of here. I got another case I want to do too. They said, what is her name? Who the hell spelled Jacquelinda? Whatever. Let's do it. Bear with me, please. Jack, of course. Hold on. Jack. Q. She named after her daddy. I'll be a monkey's uncle if I name my darn daughter Jack. I knew somebody named. Her father was Earl, and she was named Earl Asia. Listen, I'm changing my name quick. Okay, Jacqueline, Qulinda. Okay, Bagley. Let's see. Y'all, ain't nothing came up. Arrested. Let's see. What? I can't find anything. They said it was in Georgia. Let's do Georgia. Let's break it down. No, there's nothing here, you guys. Let me put in Dominique. Henry County. Nope. I don't know who the heck damn Jacqueline is, but we're going to keep going until we go to our next case, y'all. Okay. So we're going to pause that here. And I'm going to pull up the next case. I think I have the energy for one more case for you guys. Like I said, it's been a while. And I want to ask you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Cheers to Viral Vibes with Jocelyn. We are now streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X. I think, did I leave anything out? But I had to write it down. My brain ain't that quick. So we on Twitch, Kick, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and X. And I'm just waiting to be able to connect TikTok with this so I can multi-screen stream on TikTok as well. So listen, I'm doing my thing. I'm taking this very serious, and it does take a lot of work. But guess what? I'm the girl for the job. So let's see what else we're going to look at. Hold on. I did have another one. Get out of here. We're going to get out of here with this guy. Let me go over here. Let's see what we're going to share today, you guys. I'm so excited for you guys. And I just thank you guys for anybody that spent 1 minute with the Viral Vibes in the Viral Vibes studio with me. Listen, I did a 150 t-shirt giveaway to my first followers. And so listen, I had 120 actually addresses came through on TikTok. So that shows my spirit that people were willing to trust me with their home addresses. I'm that girl, I promise you. So let's see what we got here. It was another one that I wanted. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's my baby down there barking. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to, you know what? I ain't did a CPS case in a while. Let's get into this. Let's do this, CPS dirty mom. Here we go, y'all. I hope they didn't take it down because it was just up there. It was just up there.
Single mom. And which I can already,
Where did they
right there.
CC Company. I swear. Jay-Z Company. I swear.
that these kids are living.
Let's go back, y'all. This dirty lady. Oh, I don't want to do it because he comes on and do too many commentaries. You know, he's really, really good, but I don't want to talk over him. So we're going to go back and find something else. The night is still young, but I do have a couple of days off of work, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this. So you guys need to come on to TikTok, because on TikTok, like I said, I do giveaways. It's hyped up. We're crafting. We're making merch. We're doing whatever it takes to get the Viral Vibes family out there. And we do not take this lightly. So let me see what else we got out here. You know, it's one thing I don't do. I don't get into the whole, I don't know what to call it, you know, like the blue face thing. And I know that they bring numbers, but that's not what God placed in my heart. My God placed, get all this crap out here that people do not want to react to. So that's why I dig really, really deep and try to figure out, but I can't do that type of gossip because there's children involved, you know, so I can't even go down that way, go down that road. So hold on, y'all. Let's see what we're going to talk about today. Let's see what our next case is. I be having so many cases. Y'all don't even know. I have like 1,000 stashed. When I tell you, I got content for day. You know what we might do? We might talk about the mega churches today. That's why my topic is whatever comes up. Okay. Oh, that was a good one. And I don't watch them. I promise. This is what I do. I'll go into a video, like I'll see the thumbnail and I'll read what it is and I will play it for 10 seconds and then I get out of it because I'm like, oh, that's a good one. Okay, mother horrified after finding bodies inside her house. Or father of 6 children faces 75 years after police discover. Let's do it. Okay, this is the one. Grab your drink and your snack. This is an all-nighter.
And one of the key pieces of evidence in this case is video, which is extremely to watch. Here, Metro Police court records show he went to a behavioral health facility. Craig then referring to evaluations from 3 doctors in court Friday and finding Doss now competent to move forward in his criminal case. Before his arrest, Doss...
Everybody want to yell, I'm crazy, when it's time to go to court. But you weren't crazy when you plotted this whole scheme. Because I couldn't plot nothing like this. My brain don't work like that.
tried to be a rapper under the name Trap Montana. Is expected.
Hey, but them bricks in the trap and the money on the way. I'm paid. This ain't a game. I don't give a about your beef. I don't fuck with lame. With straight cash, put stacks on your head. It's money.
To my, I'm gonna say, 1970 babies, late 60s, early 80s. The music has never been the same. There's no love music. There's no, this is my man, this is my woman. We locked in, we loving on each other. There's none of that. So this is mess. My girls, they listen to all my old stuff. El DeBarge, Switch, Jaheim, Tank, all of those. That's what my babies listen to. They don't this crap.
No, you heard what I say. Relax. This trap got a couple bands with them in the back.
How do you dance to this?
We blow by the key. I just throw it on the scale. Get what he needs.
All right, what's up with y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video, right?
Oh, you again?
This is an update
Like,
on a
he's really
situation
good.
that I did a video on a couple of years ago. Okay, so I'm letting you know this right now. I'm not going to give you every single detail right here because after I get through talking about this update, the video that comes up immediately after it is the first video that I did pertaining to this situation, and you get more details. You get to see a little bit more insight on.
I've been watching him for a few years now. He is really good. He does get great content. A lot of his followers sends him things, which is nice. I'm not there yet, but I've never seen him without a hat on. Wonder what's underneath there. Wonder if the top is pulled back on his Maybach. Never seen him without a hat.
on what was really going on, the condition of the children and things like that. So just stick around. You can watch those details, or you can go watch that and then come back to here. But right now, this is the updated version of events that's going on with this dude. So the guy, his name is Travis Doss. He was a proclaimed trapper, pimp, all that down there in Las Vegas, right? Now, music trash, but yeah. So basically, he had six kids that he had basically locked away for long extended periods of times in kennels. And basically the police went in there and saved them. Now, some of the things that's going on right now is that he basically was trying to play the crazy role. And in the beginning, they were saying that he possibly would be,
Did he say the name, you guys? Hold on. I gotta go back.
Y'all. So look, I'm back again with another video, right? Now, this is an update on a situation that I did a video on a couple of years ago. Okay, so I'm letting you know this right now. I'm not going to give you every single detail right here because after I get through talking about this update, the video that comes up immediately after it is the first video that I did pertaining to this situation. And you get more details. You get to see a little bit more insight on what was really going on, the condition of the children and things like that. So just stick around. You can watch those details, or you can go watch that and then come back to here. But right now, this is the updated version of events that's going on with this dude. I'm trying to find it, so the guy, his name is Travis Doss. He was a proclaimed trapper, pimp, all that down there in Las Vegas, right? Now, music trash, but yeah. So basically, he had six kids that he had basically locked away for long extended periods of times in kennels. And basically, the police went in there and saved them. Now, some of the things that's going on right now is that he basically was trying to play the crazy role. And in the beginning, they were saying that he possibly would be, granted that type of leeway, saying that he wasn't mentally capable of understanding what was going on and shit like that. But now, fast forward into this day and age that we are in right now, they're not going for that bullshit. They basically standing on business and they're making sure that he is charged to the maximum extent. Good. Now, he was just given a plea deal. I think it was like 17 years to 30 years, if I'm not mistaken. But the video we finna watch, like I say, I ain't finna get into all this shit, but I didn't know that he was finna be dead, deep, basically down the road when it comes to this whole case. So the girlfriend, the baby mama who he was dealing with, she got sentenced to, I think, 7 years because she didn't want to tell. She didn't go let nobody know nothing. Now, the mama bears that I know did something to you for doing something to their kids. So she was being an enabler, and I feel like she should be charged to the maximum extent. And 7 years wasn't enough because of the condition that those children were in at the time.
My babies,
despicable. But this dude right here,
this mama bird crazy.
He's going to court saying that he don't feel like he should be getting this much time, and the sentence is too harsh for him. And he said he want to get out to get back to his kids that he was doing how he was doing. Ain't that crazy? Why you just didn't treat him right in the beginning?
She's standing there crying. There would be no tears. I would be standing there with a grin on my face, and trust me, the ninja wouldn't be standing next to me. And I'd be like, listen, this is what we got to do. Clank it. Clank, clank. Listen, my mama used to say, don't let the dimple fool you. She crazy. Something's off. Don't let it fool you. Trust me. Oh, God.
And I always talk about that, man. People always want to try to come and make shit right. And
after the fact,
go through the fire and then come back after they done wronged you and try to make it seem like, they so.
This world's ugly. Don't nobody want to take accountability. The easiest thing that a human could do is deflect. It's the easiest thing. It is so hard to stand in that mirror and say to yourself, what have I contributed to this mess? And you're delusional if you think that you've contributed nothing. these people, they bring people into their lives because they're drawn by them for some reason. And it's not because of toxicity. They saw something in this person in the beginning. Years go by, you're in a relationship, you guys are friends, you guys are couples. Now all of a sudden, the dynamics change. Now she or he is crazy. We need to step back and say to ourselves, what happened in between this time and this time that made this? Listen, that ninja wouldn't be in trial if I was the mama. He'd be pushing up really nice daisies. Trust me when I tell you. Messing with my babies.
Sorry.
Look at her.
Nah, you should have did the person
Poor
right when you
excuse
had
of a
the
mother.
chance. You should have did these kids right when you had the chance.
Talk about it.
All this shit is not going on with it. I might put the music video at the very end of this whole entire video so y'all can watch it. I'm not for sure. So much other stuff
He's
in the
good. He
video
really
that
is
I
good,
have to
though.
cut out to even
Like I
put
said,
it
I've
on
been
the
watching
channel.
for
So
years. This is another,
I'm still
it's another
debating
guy
on
that deals with these cases, and he's like, that's his gimmick. He only deals with children, and I feel sorry for him because a lot of times, he gets a lot of. YouTube is really strict, but his content is pure. His name is he actually coined #babies for benefits. You guys look this guy up. He is really advocating for children that can't advocate for themselves. He puts out, he's really good. He's tough, but he's really, really good.
But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all watch these updates. I gave y'all a brief synopsis, but you'll get a couple of more details when the video progresses. But yeah, if you're a supporter of the channel, make sure you hit that like button, leaving a comment
Hit that
here
like
and there,
button,
way y'all
y'all.
can
It
stay
don't
engaged with
cost
the
y'all
channel
nothing. Like,
and
share,
get notifications
subscribe.
when I
Get
do
us
post
out there.
videos. And I
This,
say
let
what
me
I
tell you
say.
guys, it's nothing easy about this. You guys get on YouTube, you get on all these social media platforms, and you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Content creators, it is really a lot of work, you guys. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of regulations. You got to know what you're doing. It is not easy. I thought I was just going to get on here and just smile. No, that's not how it works. So like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Like I said, the Viral Vibes with Jocelyn. We are on Kick. We are on Twitch. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Please, listen, get this guy. His name is, oh God, how can I can't never pronounce his name. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. Y'all know I'm old. What is his name? It's Calrus. I'll put it in the description at the end of the video, but he really is good. He gets a lot of good content, from his followers. So let's continue to watch this, you guys. With her ugly cry.
Let's put it move forward.
Now. We have an update now to a child case the 8 News Now investigators first told you about. Thanks for staying with us here at 4:30. I'm Denise Valdez. I'm Kirsten Joyce, a father facing serious allegations, including placing some of his kids in. The judge now finding him competent for the case to move forward. It is now investigator Vanessa Murphy reports from the Regional Justice Center in downtown Las Vegas. Now Travis Doss will likely have his day in court as he's accused of severely his children. And one of the key pieces of evidence in this case is video, which is extremely to watch. Here, Metro Police rescuing 6 children as 2 of them are in June of 2023. The 8 News Now investigators first obtaining this video, and a grand jury watched the video and indicted Doss on multiple charges, including 38 counts of abuse. Then the criminal case against him was at somewhat of a standstill after Clark County District Court Judge Christy Craig found Doss incompetent, meaning unable to understand the charges against him and assist his attorneys in his defense.
That boy knew what the hell he had going on.
Talk about it.
In the video, he was in there talking about how much he trapping. He was breaking down prices and all type of shit. So how you don't understand what the hell going on in front of you, but you know the grind.
I didn't even have to say it. I didn't have to say it. This guy's in the studio. He making music. He making merch. He doing all this. Now you crazy. I didn't have to say it. He gonna make me. I like this guy. He is really good. He he's got this dry sense of humor, but once you get used to listening to his content, he's really good. He's absolutely
Rams and
make my job easier.
The metrics of certain shit, but when you get into common sense shit, you can't make no sense of it. That's crazy to me, boy. People so crazy, but hey, you know, people got their rights to do what they gonna do. I feel like certain things should be cut and dry. No arguing, no court, none of that shit. Once you see what they did, have a set time for stuff like this, and then send them on down that road. They really don't even need to be around. Or it's so much shit I want to say. I gotta chill out. But y'all know what I'm going. Y'all know what I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going with what I was about to say. If you don't, put your imagination together. Let's get back to.
He's been in this for years. He does vehicle giveaways. You can subscribe to his channel, and you buy the subscription, and you get to enter into vehicle giveaways. He's been at this a long time. I've been watching this guy for probably 3 to 4 years now. He's really, really good and replicable. So, you know, go over there and like, share, and subscribe his channel, and you may get a car. Who knows?
Court records show he went to a behavioral health facility. Craig then referring to evaluations from 3 doctors in court Friday and finding Doss now competent to move forward in his criminal case. Before his arrest, Doss tried to be a rapper under the name Trap Montana. He's expected to be back in court December 19th. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
This is the newest update coming
Doss's
up.
wife, Amanda Stamper, is serving time in prison after pleading guilty to 3 child-related charges. She told the 8 News Now investigators Doss abused her. She's identified as a victim in a trafficking case against him. It is startling video. Our 8 News Now investigators showed you first as police rescue 6 children, 2 of them locked in. The man police say and put them there could spend the rest of his life in prison. Good afternoon, I'm Kirsten Joyce. I'm Denise Valdez. Now, a judge was supposed to sentence 34-year-old Travis Doss today, but Doss himself said spending decades behind bars is too much. Doss took a plea deal where he agreed to serve 18 to 72 years. Back in 2023, Metro officers found those 6 children alone in this dark apartment. They say all showed signs of 2 of those children were locked in. Well, the judge today allowing Doss to rethink his deal. Otherwise, the case will go to trial.
I feel like 18 to 72 years, my kids gonna be grown. 30, when I get to see them, I miss their whole childhood, I miss everything. Like, folks gonna be dead. Like, it's just. I just want to soon get back my kid.
Little difficult to hear that, but we can tell you that Doss will be back in court in February when he'll have to decide if he wants to withdraw his plea. Now, last year, a judge sentenced Doss.
Y'all heard what this ninja said? He said, I had to pull out the violins, y'all. He said by the time he is out of jail, his kids be 30. You didn't think about that when you had all 7 of your... Okay, let me tell you. This hits home for me because I have multiple animals. Somebody said, when you doing a giveaway? Listen, I ain't there yet, bruh. Listen. Yeah, walk them down. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see y'all. Anybody that watch me know I be taking my glasses off and on. I'm doing a giveaway when you give me something to give away. But anyway, I got to engage with my commenters. And thank you for uphold whatever. Let's talk. You want to do right? You want to promote me? Let's do this. I'm not closing my opportunities to anybody. Give me something to promote. But I haven't spelled it wrong. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so I'm like I said, I'm a dog lover. And we have cages lined up. And I just think about it. I'm like, wow, he had all 7 of his children. 7 in kennels lined up in the house. Sometimes I feel bad for my dogs. I'll be like, you know what? It's cold outside. You guys haven't been able to get out and run. So my husband said, let me bring them in the house, love on them a little bit. It's hard for them. It's hard out here for a pimp. But listen, what this man did to his children. My brother got 5 kids. Ain't none of them caged. And he wouldn't even think about caging them. But now he's in court going to prison for, he got, what? It would be like, I'm bad with math, you guys. So give me a minute. I think it would be like 72 years. They say, we're not giving you life. We're going to give you 72 years. He's 40. That's life. Now this dude is saying, I'm crazy. Let me tell you something. Couldn't be me. This is the reason why God gives people careers, because I would be on there like, yo, stop wasting my time. I want to go to Chipotle. Give me the Chipotle bowl. Why are we here? It don't make you know what? Let me keep going because I will ramble on.
His wife, the stepmother to the 6 victims, to at least 7 years in prison for failing to even intervene. She has 2 other children with Dawson, filed for divorce just earlier this week. Now, we have it.
I'm gonna tell you why we couldn't make no sense of it, because nobody don't want to hear that shit, man. We already know he's full of it, and it's just so sad and unfortunate.
That's
that
right. No, nobody want to hear this
allow
crap.
people to have these type of defenses. I went to behavioral school because I was being bad as hell. So you mean to tell me I can do all of this shit and even have a fighting chance? No, that don't make no sense. That's more of a reason why your ass need to go to jail if you want to be technically honest. Shit, you've been having behavior issues your whole damn life. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is. I digress. But I do want to say this before y'all move forward. Them kids was weak. They wasn't really eating or none of that. So yeah, that's one of the major things that really, really touched me. You know what I'm saying? If you follow me on my social medias and shit, you'll know I like to eat good. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that anybody around me, we gonna eat good. That's one thing we gonna do. We gonna laugh and we gonna eat.
That's right.
And I'm saying it to say, you know, shit like that bothers me. That's one of the main things that really, really bothers me when people don't have, when they going without and shit like that. But hey, I'm gonna let y'all watch the video that I did in the beginning about this. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on everything. We're gonna talk about this in the comments, and please try not to say certain stuff because I'm trying to abide by YouTube's guidelines.
See, people don't understand when you take this seriously. Because you know the money is there in YouTube, because YouTube is Google. So you want to take this seriously, you know, and you don't want to jeopardize your channel being flagged. So I get him.
But other than that, I'm going to holler at y'all later.
Okay, you guys. So like I said, I am Jocelyn, and this is the Viral Vibe Studio. And we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. Multi-streaming. Listen, this is just the beginning for your girl. So I do on TikTok, I'm a little more relaxed. I like to do like crafting. I'm outside. We're swimming. Listen, you part of this family on all circles. And I'm so excited because Twitch really came through tonight. Thank you guys. So other than that, I think that ends my day. Your girl's tired and hungry. I done worked all day, but I'll be back tomorrow. I got another case that I'm going to do tomorrow. It's actually, let me go over here. What I do is I separate them so I know. It's this one mom. Her name is Nika. She is the TikTok nightmare. She has 10 kids, 8 by the same daddy. She gets $2,000 a month in food stamps, which I know that's not enough. I don't give a darn what the government is telling you. $2,000 a month for 10 kids is nothing. It's just me and my husband, and I spend $500 every 2 weeks. So I'm not gonna harp on her. Everybody's like, oh, she get 10, she get $2,000. That ain't no money. Unless you're buying 60% beef. I guess you could. But listen, no, I'm not like the creme de la creme of meat. That's nothing. I just went out, I asked my daughter the other day, I said, how much Then we spent on groceries last week. She said, Mommy, $560. I was like, what? And guess where I was at? Back in the Kroger's. Buying more. Lord. But anyway, you guys, I appreciate you guys spending a minute with me. It matters. Trust me, it matters towards the analytics, the algorithm. Get your girl out there. I'm on so many platforms. Look at this, y'all. I had to write it all down. I was gone for a while, but I was handling my business. So we back. We on Twitch, Kick, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X. Multi-screen, so your girls everywhere. So thank you guys for being a part of the family. Go like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.